The universe is a cosmic wonder encompassing infinite forms powered by one omnipresent energy. Human beings, a part of the creation, are a speck in the vastness of the universe. However, their ability to rationalize makes them believe that they are separate and superior from other forms of creation. Their alter ego comes in the way of their understanding of themselves. This presentation is a humble attempt at human unfoldment through the philosophical terminologies used by the saints of the Indian subcontinent. The Indic saints of the Bhakti and Sufi movements, a period between the 13th to 17th centuries, spearheaded a socio-religious reform. The spiritual verses of some of these saints, enshrined in the Guru Granth Sahib, address the inner human to strive beyond worldly desires. For these Indic saints, the substratum, the underlying layer of manifestation, is the omnipresent energy which creates, sustains, and destroys. They address this energy as Jyot, which many belief traditions address as God. This energy is present in every aspect of creation. Hence, it is not distanced from it, like the waves that emerge from the sea and submerge into it. Similarly, the substratum of creation appears in many forms from the Jyot and merges back into it. The Indic saints addressed creation's creative, sustenance, and destructive elements as Onkar. In his creed, Guru Nanak affixed the numeral Ik, one, before Onkar to strengthen the message of oneness in the entirety of creation.
एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सबा गुर प्रसाद।
The revered saints consider that every element of creation comprises Sargun, the visible, and Nirgun, the invisible aspects. Sargun, the tangible forms, comprise Panch Tat, the five elements: Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, and Akash. Prithvi, called earth, represents the solid state of matter. Jal, called water, represents the liquid state of matter. Agni, called fire, represents the heat inherent within the matter. Vayu, called air, represents the gaseous state of matter. And Akash, called ether, represents the space wherein the elements come together to assume a physical form. Nirgun, the unmanifested attributes of nature, are non-tangible that don't assume physical form. These comprise aspects of nature not comprehended through the human senses of seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, and tasting.
Avagato nirmayala upaje nirguna te sarguna thiya.
The interplay of Sargun, the visible, and Nirgun, the invisible, create an illusion for the human senses, termed Maya. Duality created by Maya alienates the mind from its interconnectedness amongst elements of creation. This results in humans considering themselves distinct from other aspects of creation. The web of Maya operates through Trigun, three forms of action, termed Tamo, Rajo, and Sato. Tamo, also known as Tamas, entails inertia and destruction. Rajo, also known as Rajas, entails activities and motion. Sato, also known as Sattvic, entails positivity and lucidity. The Indic saints recommend that the seekers transcend the three states of Maya and aspire for Turiya, where duality is discarded and the truth of oneness is comprehended.
Revartaye chauthe karvasa kal bikal kiye ik grasa.
Humans, being a part of nature, constitute the same aspects of creation. Every element at the macro and micro levels are interconnected. Hence, what is outside of the human body also resides within.
Jo Brahmande soi pinde jo khoje so paave.
To explain human existence, saints mention that the body comprises Sthul Sharir, the visible form, and Suksham Sharir, the invisible or subtle form. Sthul Sharir, the visible form, comprises Gyan Indriyas, the five sense organs of perception: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, which feed the mind through seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling. The Sthul Sharir responds to the external perception through the Karam Indriyas, the five organs of action: the hands, legs, mouth, genital, and anus. These facilitate the worldly activity of speech, touch, movement, procreation, and excretion. Suksham Sharir, the invisible or subtle form, comprises Chit, consciousness, Man, mind, and Mat, also known as Buddhi, the intellect. Chit is the unchanging observing faculty. Man and Mat are the decision-making faculties. Mat, the intellect, rationalizes between right and wrong, while Man, the mind, entices to adopt the path of least resistance. Toggle between Man and Mat creates a tug in decision-making. The push and pull create desires that encourage Panchchor, metaphorically the five thieves, representing the vices of Kam, lust, Krodh, anger, Lobh, greed, Moh, attachment, and Ahankar, ego, which robs humans from internal peace.
जना क्यों राखो कर बार आगे करी पुकार जना।
To combat the influence of vices, saints recommend imbibing gyan, wisdom, and practicing Naam, self-reflection. Through this effort, the seeker embarks on the journey of Nivritti Marg, the inward path of actualization, and after that transcends to Parvritti Marg, the outward path of practical implementation. This equipoise attains the supreme state of Dharam, the guiding force for righteous actions and reactions.
परविरत निर्विरत हाठा दोवे, विच तरम फिर रे बारिया, मन मुख कच्चे कूड़ियार, तिनी नचो दरगे हारिया। गुरमति शब्दे सूर है, काम क्रोध जिनि मारिया।
The Indic saints of the Bhakti movement motivated the seekers to unfurl themselves for an enlightened state of oneness.
एको धर्म दृढ़ सच कोई,